Versatile Mage. Chapter 27 Framed Examination. Is it C? No. That's not right. The radiance is still spreading. The examiners were puzzled. Other examinees had quickly finished the tests, but this student's radiance, though weak at first, was steadily growing stronger. It had gone from D to C, and was still increasing even after reaching grade C. B. This is definitely a B. Holy cow, a comeback. The failure is making a comeback. That must be a mistake. I only got a B. How could this guy possibly get a B? The other fire element user, Huang Feifeng, was nearly in tears. Zhou Min had received an A, and even that little kid Da Niu had gotten a B. Out of the 4 fire element students, only Huang Feifeng had gotten a C. How was he supposed to win Mrs. Tang Yu's favor now? Zhu Musheng's eyes lit up immediately. As the homeroom teacher, his biggest fear was that someone in his class would drag down the average score. For the past 3 years, all he had asked of Mo Fan was that he not get publicly expelled during the exams. If Mo Fan could manage that, Zhu Musheng would be satisfied. What he never expected was for this great Buddha to suddenly get a B. The class average was roughly a B-. Mo Fan's score had actually pulled the average up, a result Zhu Musheng hadn't even dared to dream about. Right now, he was even happier than when one of his students got an A. The discussion in the stands was just as loud as when Mu Bai had taken his test. After all, Mu Bai was already known for his good grades, while Mo Fan was infamous as the dreg of all dregs. And now the dreg had gotten a B. Too many people had been caught off guard. How is this possible? How is this possible? Mu Bai was stunned. His uncle, Mu He, was equally speechless. What was going on? That kid got a B. Mu Bai, did you really place the black stone there? Its absorption rate is so high that someone who could normally get a C wouldn't even manage a D, Mu He whispered. I definitely placed it there, Mu Bai replied. Even if he made mistakes in his own exam, he wouldn't mess up that part of the plan. The black stone was definitely there, so how did this guy get a B? Wasn't Mo Fan usually drifting between C and D? Had he been hiding his strength all along, only to unleash it at the last moment? AC was passing, but AB was considered quite good. Who could have imagined that someone expected to take the school's harshest penalty, one that hadn't been handed out in 3 years, would suddenly become a good student? This grade was well within expectations, Mu Juan said with a tone that carried a hint of mockery. His own daughter had almost been taken away by this kid. If that had really happened, he would have been ridiculed by everyone. Alright, let's move on to the next class, Mu Juan said to the group, not wanting his daughter to pay too much attention to Mo Fan. Big brother, this Mu Bai, Mu He started. He was dissatisfied with the outcome. The plan had been for Mu Bai to shine in front of the clan and for Mo Fan to suffer a humiliating defeat. Neither had happened. How could he just let it end like this? Oh. Give their family a little extra during New Year as encouragement, Mu Juan replied. Mu Bai was stunned. What the hell was a little extra during New Year supposed to mean? He didn't want pity money. He wanted recognition, support from the Mu family, a Stardust magic tool, and the vast cultivation resources given to direct descendants. This, big brother, I think, Mu He began, but another voice interrupted. That's wrong. This radiance is wrong. It was a woman's voice, soft yet firm. Mrs. Tang Yu, what objections do you have regarding our decision? Normally, the results are decided by the examiners. Even if we wanted to object, Zhu Musheng began. He was actually extremely satisfied with Mo Fan's grade. He had even suspected that the star appraisal stone might have malfunctioned. Otherwise, how could Mo Fan possibly get a B? Mrs. Tang Yu, please let this matter go. If there really is a problem, I, as the homeroom teacher, would lose face, Zhu Musheng added. Teachers may not object to the examiner's grading, Mrs. Tang Yu replied, but they can object to accidents during the examination. We can also inspect the testing equipment to ensure accuracy. A school director subtly shook his head at her, and the principal kept signaling her to drop it. They knew there was something fishy, but with so many school directors present, no one wanted unnecessary trouble. What's wrong with the result? Isn't this a normal score for a student like him? Someone muttered. Why do you object to this result, honorable teacher? Mu Juoyan asked, intrigued. Mrs. Tang Yu walked onto the examination ground, her brows furrowed. Suddenly, she closed her eyes like a magician preparing to cast a spell. Those familiar with magic knew she was expanding her senses into the stone. Her actions immediately caused Mu Bai and Mu He to panic. Normally, after a student finished the exam, there would be a short break to announce the best student of the first half. During that break, the bald examiner was supposed to discreetly remove the dark stone without arousing suspicion. It had been a flawless plan, until this teacher unexpectedly discovered something. Mrs. Tang Yu, how can you ignore the rules of the examination grounds? If I were you, I'd leave immediately, Mu He shouted, trying to intimidate her. But Mrs. Tang Yu wasn't the least bit afraid. She walked straight to the star appraisal stone, eyes sharp. This stone has a problem. The examination must be redone, she declared, staring directly at the examiner. The bald examiner panicked and looked at Mu He. Mu He feigned confusion. What are you standing there for? Go check. We must give examinees a fair environment. If there's a problem, fix it immediately, the principal said righteously. The three examiners went to inspect, and quickly found the hidden dark stone. That's strange. We already inspected this earlier. How could this suddenly appear? One examiner said in astonishment. Whenever a student finished, they rechecked the stone. After Mu Bai's exam, the bald examiner himself had done the inspection. Now, he was terrified. Covering up for someone tampering with an exam was a serious offense. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.